Did you know that before humans even existed, there might have been an epic war in heaven? A war so big that it changed everything. Some believe that Satan was once a beautiful angel who rebelled against God, leading to a massive battle before Adam and Eve were created. But is this true? What does the Bible really say? Many believe that long before Adam and Eve, there was a rebellion in heaven. A battle between good and evil, a cosmic conflict that shaped everything we know today. But is this true? Does the Bible or other ancient writings confirm this? And if so, what really happened? Let's explore the evidence. Regardless of how one interprets the biblical passages, the idea of a war in heaven before the creation of Adam and Eve has some interesting potential implications. Here are a few ways this concept could impact our understanding of the world and human history. If there was a war in heaven that resulted in Satan and his angels being cast down to earth, it could help explain the presence of evil and sin in the world. Rather than evil simply being a natural part of the created order, it would have its roots in a cosmic rebellion against God. This could provide a framework for understanding the ongoing spiritual battle between good and evil that we see played out in human history. It would mean that the forces of darkness were already active in the world even before the creation of Adam and Eve. Also, if there was a war in heaven before the creation of humanity, it would mean that angelic beings like Michael, Gabriel, and Satan himself were already active participants in the divine drama. This could lead us to have a greater respect and awareness of the role of angels in human affairs. The Bible does describe angels as playing important parts in key events, from delivering messages to intervening in human lives. A pre-creation war in heaven would suggest that angelic beings have been actively involved in the unfolding of God's plan since the very beginning. The story of Lucifer's fall is another key piece of the puzzle. The Bible describes Lucifer as a powerful angel who became proud and wanted to take God's place. This is described in Isaiah 14:12-15, which says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God." Lucifer, later known as Satan, wanted to overthrow God's rule. This pride led to a rebellion, and many angels followed him. The result, a celestial war. Some theologians argue that this war took place before Adam was created, meaning that by the time Adam and Eve were placed in the Garden of Eden, Satan had already fallen from heaven and was waiting to deceive them. The Bible is not the only ancient source that speaks about a celestial conflict. Other texts, such as the Book of Enoch, describe a group of fallen angels known as the Watchers. These angels, led by a figure named Shemihazar, are said to have rebelled and descended to earth. The story mirrors the biblical tale of fallen angels, leading many to believe that these accounts describe the same war in heaven. If a war happened in heaven before Adam, then what does that mean for us? Some believe that the conflict continues even today, between good and evil, light and darkness. Satan, after being cast down, became the tempter of mankind. His first deception? The serpent in the Garden of Eden. If he had already been cast out by the time Adam and Eve were created, then this supports the idea that the war in heaven happened before humanity's beginning. The Bible speaks of another battle to come, one that will take place at the end of time. Revelation 20:10 describes Satan's final defeat. The devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. This suggests that the war, though it began before Adam, will have a final conclusion in the future. So, was there a war in heaven before Adam? The evidence points to a celestial battle, one that changed everything before human history began. Lucifer, once an angel of light, became the adversary of God and man, leading a rebellion that resulted in his downfall. Whether you believe this story literally or symbolically, one thing is certain: the battle between good and evil is real, and its effects are still felt today. What do you think? Was there a war in heaven before Adam? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode of our deep explorations into the mysteries of the past.